You know what I want to talk about first? I want to talk about this whole because I was watching Andrew Tate,
Oh,
um, and I have to.
let's ride the waves of a big name. Let's ride the
By the
waves
way,
of big name. Let's throw Andrew Tate up in there, and then the algorithm will pick it up, push us to the front. We'll be millionaires overnight.
yeah, overnight, yeah, right, yeah, yeah, no. It would be, I guess, just it would be interesting to get people to view because it'd be neat to see or to hear, not see, but to have people comment that are in a similar situation as you and I, right?
Mm.
So that it's the ages are relatively the same, between you and I, and they're two adults talking with each other, and having these conversations. I mean, I'm in Canada and you're in Georgia,
Mm-hmm,
the
mm-hmm.
country Georgia, and having these kind of conversations because you again have a different view of things because of what's happening over there and how people live and what they believe and their values, their culture, versus over here, where in Canada and United States, where we have, the whole wokeism thing happening, and yeah, so it'd be neat to have people chime in and leave us comments about, their thoughts and that kind of stuff too, which is kind of cool. But anyway, I was listening to Andrew Tate, and I like him. Don't get me wrong. I think there's some things that he's very extreme on, and I would say, I don't think so, Andrew. But at the same time, we need guys like him to bring forward some of the realities that are happening right now, especially in Western society. And I'm not a big proponent of the language he uses, but that's who he is, and I'm not going to change him on that. That's for sure. But sometimes I think he gets extreme. You know, I look at some of these other videos that talk about the whole masculinity demasculinization, new word, and I was watching one where this guy was filming his girlfriend. Now it was a really icy driveway. It's either his girlfriend or his wife, and she can't walk up the driveway. Now, obviously, these are shorts, right? So we don't know what pre went before that, but here this girl is carrying a package, and she's having trouble getting up the driveway, and this guy's going, come to Papa, you can make it. And I thought, you know, I I think what we need to do is we need to, as men, we need to be careful how extreme we go on this whole masculinity journey. I mean, I agree with you before when you said, when we talked about the meek, the Sir Lancelot thing, where you're just a devil on the battlefield, but yet you're back home, and you help out, and you do what you need to get done. A man does what he needs to do to be successful and to
Mm.
make his family successful, but not just his, and I agree with you.
What's your
Starting
family
with
name?
right? Starting with the family
Yeah.
and the family name. And then once your family's successful, then as a man, you move out to the community and the community becomes successful, right? And then from there we get to a larger picture, right? And I don't know if you've seen it, Ty, but the whole idea that that we need to suppress women, literally, like this guy not helping his girlfriend or his wife up a slippery driveway. I mean, to me, that's not being a man. That's not being Sir Lancelot, so to speak.
Mhm.
Like, you need to go out there and do things for your woman, who's going to appreciate that, so that she appreciates you in the
Mhm.
long run, right? So anyway, that was kind of cool, that whole thing, and like I said, and it made me think of Andrew Tate, and you know the guy's got some good points. Don't get me wrong, and he's really pushing it because he's a man that's tired of what's going on with feminism and things like that. So he pushes the extreme, but I'd like to see him. back off just a bit and just say things like, yeah, but he's criticizing. He's saying, here's what a man should do. Here's what a man should do. But he's missing a whole lot of that. Again, the Sir Lancelot thing, where what happens when you're at home with your kids? What happens? If your wife's out there and you you're going on family vacation, right? As a man, do you just not drive the car and go into the motel and let the wife
I think
in all cases the suitcases and bring all the kids in and stuff? No, you don't.
well, I think
No, you don't.
I don't think he's going that far. I think if he saw that video of the man laughing at his woman, I think he would fault the man, not the woman, right?
Yeah,
Because
but
he's a very traditionalist man, right? Like he thinks
yeah,
that
yeah,
women
yeah, yeah,
should do
yeah,
these things. So
yeah,
I think he would not. I think he'd fault the man in that video himself.
yeah. Oh,
But
and I agree. I agree. I think
I
I would
think
like
that's
to see
not.
that.
I don't think that's a result of a man laughing like that. I don't think that's a result of the toxic masculinity or people like Andrew Tate pushing
Yeah,
things. I think that is an honest byproduct of feminism because men are just
yeah,
sick of it, right? It's
yeah,
like,
yeah,
okay, you want equality. Why am I carrying in the groceries up a steep slope? You do it,
yeah.
right?
Well, and you're right. You're right. I mean, there's a lot of things that perhaps we don't know about. Maybe in that video, she was the one saying, "Pff, I don't need your help. I can do it myself."
Mm-hmm.
You know, versus asking for help.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I saw another neat one